Hi, up next we've got another unboxing of some great Bronze and Silver Age books. All right. Hi, this is Ryan with Automatic Comics, and before we get started, if you could hit that like and subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. And we're gonna get started with an unboxing of some more comics that I ordered recently. There is one ungraded book here, or should be one ungraded book here, and then 3 books in this larger box, then 1 book in this box. So this one I'm real excited about. It's got another high-grade newsstand book in it that I'm always real excited to find. So, but first, let's start with this this raw book. So this one, I mean, it looks like I'm guessing it might even be a Gemini mailer inside of it because it feels really sturdy with the packaging. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I found this book on Instagram, and it was just it's a great price, and this is one of those kind of something that, like I've talked about before, where there are some books that will just retain a lot of value even down into pretty low grades, and so if you see them, and they're a good price, it's well worth picking them up. So this is cool. So the seller put some other books in here as well. So you can see here. This is not the book that I had specifically ordered, or specifically purchased. But there are some other books in here. So like I said, I'm always happy to get free books. Well, first, the 2 books. The person provided 2 books. There's this one, Howard the Duck #9, and then New Mutants 53. So those were 2 free books that came with it. But then the book that I specifically picked up was Submariner #1, and you can see on here that this is it's a really low grade copy. There's a lot of there's water damage and staining kind of more or less throughout the book, but in general the colors really don't look bad. I mean, it's got a lot of times when you get a lot of oxidation with this book, this blue will start turning into a green, and it's still got that real nice blue color. So even if this book is, say, a 1 or a 1.5, and I think it might even grade a little better than that, it's still worth $150, So there's a lot of value in this book, even at a lower grade. So to me, well worth picking up. It's also in Mylar, which always makes things look nicer. So that's the first book. Second one is this one here. This is also from Instagram. He has the person I bought this from goes by Big Will. He is on YouTube as well, and I'll link his channel in the description for this video. He often will do videos with another YouTuber, goes by Southern Comic Geek, and they have some good content, and I enjoy watching what they have. A lot of things like CGC submissions and that kind of thing. So if you're looking for some more videos like that, I'd recommend checking them out. I think like I can't remember if I've talked about it or not. So these newsstands, I didn't bring one of the regular books up. Let's see if one of these has it. Okay, yeah. So a direct edition book will have something like a picture down here, Spider-Man's face or someone else. Whereas a newsstand will have a UPC or barcode. And so this one here is Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 16. And you can see here it's the newsstand edition, and it's a 9/8. And it's got the, kind of the cool custom CGC label on it too. Now, the reason that this book is so important is that it's the first appearance of Monica Rambeau, who was a new Captain Marvel. And she's in the credits. She's been in the previews for the new WandaVision show. And so she was also, as a child, she was in the first Captain Marvel movie. She was one of the little girl that was kind of like friends with Captain Marvel that helped her with her costume design. So this book, there's a lot of kind of hype around it on on what kind of role she might play, because she has a lot of powers in the Marvel universe. So excited to get this book. Awesome to get it in a newsstand. Kind of, for example, like this is from 1982, which is pretty early on in the newsstand to direct edition transition. So there were probably more newsstand copies that were actually out at that time. However, if you go onto, eBay or Go Collect or one of these sites that consolidates sales data, and you look at the sales for 9/8 of this book, I think I checked, and there were 23 sales that I looked at, the last 23 sales, and one was a newsstand, so of a 9/8. So that is how uncommon it is to come across these 9/8 newsstands, even when there were more of the newsstands out there. And I brought up a couple other books just because I wanted to show my little newsstand 9/8 collection. So this was another one I had picked up recently, Marvel Team Up 141, a 9/8 newsstand. Then Amazing Spider-Man 252 and a 9/8 newsstand. This is my favorite one of these. I'm real excited to get this one when I got it. And then the last one is this Moon Knight that's in a 9/8 newsstand, which has really gotten hot recently because of some news around Moon Knight, and so people are really going after these newsstand copies. So those are my 4 9/8 newsstand books now, and just I always just really like getting those. I think it's cool. It's cool having something that's less common, a little more rare. So always happy to grab those books. Okay, so the last one here is a package with 3 books in it. I'm guessing when people see what's in here, they're, I think I'm crazy with how many of these things I've been buying. So if you remember from a previous video I talked about Eternals and all the 9/8s that I've been picking up, and just in preparation for that movie coming out. And there are 2 more that are in here, as well as one other book. So this one has real good bubble wrap. I think I've said before, I really like these larger bubbles. One thing to be cautious about, this is the bubble wrap that CGC often uses. So when you're packaging with it, you can see this type. It's a continuous bubble throughout the length of it, and so if you get a puncture in one of these, like you can see in this middle one here, it's completely flat in that center one. So you want to be careful when you're packaging with these to make sure you don't think that you're protecting it, along this edge when there's actually no protection there. So they work well, but you just want to be careful with these types of bubbles. But then we had that, and then this is also in a padded envelope. So, like I said, there are 3 books. Let's save that one to the end. The first one is another Eternals 398. I don't know how many that is now. I think it's like 5, 5 of them that I have. But you know, white pages. It's just what I'm trying to get these books whenever I can. If they're a good price, I pick them up. And then the second one is one that I only have one other copy of, which is Eternals number 2 in a 9/8. This one's off white to white pages, but I think, like I've said in some other videos too, page quality isn't a real big deal to me. I'm really looking for the 9/8, the grades. So both of these have, you know, some key first appearances in them. That the Eternals number 3 is the first appearance of Cersei, and Eternals 2 is the first appearance of Ajak, as well as the Celestials. And so there might be some other ones in there as well, but there are a ton of first appearances in all of these. But those are the main first appearances in these 2 books. Now the last book I got is kind of popular right now, largely because of the Star Wars and the Mandalorian that's going on. So this is Star Wars number 81, and this is a 9/8. And because it's a cool cover, you know, like a lot of reference to the movie. You know, you've got Han Solo, Princess Leia, and then the important one is this right here, which is Boba Fett. And so this is actually when he returns to the Star Wars storyline. So his first appearance is in Star Wars 42. Well, first comic appearance is in Star Wars 42, but then, you know, he gets tossed into the Sarlacc pit. And this is the book that talks about how he gets out of that Sarlacc pit and he, you know, returns to the storyline. So this book, I feel it was really under the radar for a while, and it has gotten extremely hot lately. It was originally selling for around $175 to $200, and kind of to gauge when I'm filming this, one just sold for $500 on eBay. So it has gone up a ton, because I think people are connecting how important this book is to Boba Fett. Actually, much more so than, Star Wars 68, which is that yellow cover, which is, I believe it is a Mandalorian that looks like Boba Fett, but isn't actually him, is what I've read. So this is really the kind of the bigger book with regards to his storyline. So yeah, just another, you know, great book to pick up, and if you aren't aware of that kind of background with it, it's something to try to grab if you see it. So we've got Star Wars 81 and a 9/8, Return of Boba Fett to the Star Wars storyline. We have Eternals number 2, first appearance of the Celestials and Ajak. Then we have Eternals number 3, which is the first appearance of Cersei. Then Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 16, which is the first appearance of Monica Rambeau, the new Captain Marvel. So yeah, just something to watch out for with the WandaVision show that's coming out this next year. And then the last book, but not the least, Submariner number 1. It's not really like a first appearance or anything, but it's just his premiere issue, and it was a relatively long-standing run of books. So this one tends to be more desired than that Iron Man and Submariner number 1, because that was really just a one-shot. Whereas this one and then Iron Man number 1 had continuing series that went on after these issues. So just, yeah, something to watch out for. Even if it's in low grade, don't necessarily turn it down. There can still be a lot of value in those books. So again, if you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. And like I say, once I get some more books in, I'll film another video. Thanks again for watching.